We're here for a minute. Put you up here on the tripod for a minute. Mm-hmm. Spin this out. Hold on. Chinga. I didn't use the spinner. I did it this way. Rub it between your hands. Well, let me get some of this done and get it out of the way. This brush is still good. I just want to get rid of some of this strayness. I used the word the other day and I was saying, why did I use that word? And oh, it wasn't even. It just came out wrong. Either I mumbled it, I went to say the richness of the wood over there when I was doing something on that. And I don't know what it came out was as, but it wasn't richness. Alright, so we got the water over here. It's been here for 3 minutes. Is that going to be hot enough? It may be. It should boil. But let's see if this will work. See, what I would normally do if I had a way of doing it out here is to put the pan on the stove, let the water boil, and while it's on the stove, put this in it and let it be. Because that will do, that will remove the paint. You want to take paint off of old hinges, you want to keep them, and you know, the old doorknobs, put them in boiling water. Submerge them in boiling water. And it seems to work. I haven't had any issues yet. The only issue I have is I keep stepping on crap on the floor. I want to play with this for a second, guys, so hold on a minute. I was trying to figure out what this is, because if you look this up, there's really no one thing that it's good for. But I was watching a video of somebody that was using it. See, it has multiple uses apparently. It's a form of a paint, so you can dilute it and paint with it. You can add it to a paint. It's not a glue, but if I remember right, I bought it because it is pasty, and if you put it on something like this, for instance, and I leave it kind of like that, when it dries clear, that will almost look like ice if it's transparent like they claim it's supposed to be. So that's why I think I bought it. So I'm going to put this over here, melting it or anything. So I think we're okay with that. So I'm going to let that do what it's got to do so I can see if in fact that's it. And they say if you add a little water to it, you can add it to paint, you can mix it, dilute it. So I really don't know. It seems like one of those miracle things. You can use it on multiple things. And then this stuff is good for etching. So if I wanted to take some vinyl, for instance, and cut out a letter in vinyls, or a number, or a name, and do a reverse instead of pulling off the bulk of the material and leaving the letters for transfer, you pull the letters off, leaving a void there, and then brush this on, and this is supposed to etch. So I bought a small bottle of this just to see. This was a lot of money for the size. I actually thought it was bigger. I didn't read the ounces, which I should have. But I thought this was going to be, you know, taller, about the size of a Clorox, not Clorox, alcohol or peroxide bottle. But it's not. So let's get a piece of anything that has metal on it, metal. And see what happens. Like I haven't got anything with metal on it on there. I got a shitload of it over there. Got some of my scrap metal over there. Do you shake? Shake. You know, you have a habit of shaking everything, and there's certain things you're not supposed to shake. Oh, it doesn't even have a seal on it? Well, that doesn't seem to be very good. Now, I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to take a brush and put a mark on this to see what it does. And if it does anything. It may be just for certain things, like copper or something. That's a piece of aluminum. Alright. Put that in there. Put that there. Put a little bit on here. So there's 3 different things that it's on. Didn't have enough on the brush to make a difference. It probably says it on there if you're able to read it. Oh, I should call them up today. I just remembered that I didn't give Ray my phone number. And I know he has it. I just don't know if he remembers where he put it. Oh, that feels good on my fingers. Oh, that feels good on my fingers. Maybe I'll get some Epsom salts and soak my fingers. They ache like crazy. Man. Like I say, it's the first set of joints here. Oh. You know, at first I thought it was because I was doing a lot of work around here for a few days, and I was doing a lot of wire and all that, and working with your fingers and squeezing things with your fingers. And now that even I've slowed down or calmed down, not doing it as much. Oh yeah. They seem to hurt just as much, so it's definitely not an overexertion of fingertip changing. Okay, it is doing something on the copper. It's not doing anything yet, anyway, on the aluminum or this chrome plated piece or whatever it is. A little bit on there, see what happens. I mean, I got to know what the hell it works on, so I don't put it on something that it doesn't belong on. This, I'm not looking to do anything with it, but just to clean it up because it was sitting over there with all the other scrap, and it shouldn't be. It should be up there. This has not been in here long enough, but it may work a little bit. Yeah, see, it's starting to work. Now, if I leave it on there long enough, I'll just be able to wipe that off with my hand. I won't even need the brush. Let me put it back in. It may be. Yeah, as long as it's submerged, usually they're pretty good. Anyway, guys. Oh. Bring this up a little bit. Let me get my coffee. Seeing that I'm out here for a minute, I got some things I got to do in here. I'm not going to bore you with it all. But I want to at least get this coffee down while it's still hot. So what I need to do now, this has to get bolted up over there. However, I'm looking for that quarter round that I wanted to use. And I can't seem to find it. Got that second one, you know. It might look in it. It's flat. I'm wondering if I get it. Well, if that's the case, I can probably take this and run it through the router. If I have, I won't use that as a piece of plywood. I'll use this pine or something. Yeah, here's a good piece. That's a good piece of wood. I don't know what it is. I'd have to cut it. But this is not one solid piece. They did a real nice job on putting that together. Whoa. Did they put something over that? How did they do that? You see that? Right there? This is one piece. Comes down to here, and here's another piece. They jointed them all together. But up here, you can't see it at all. And it doesn't appear to have any veneer or anything there. That's wood. And you can't tell where it was put on there. Huh. Alright, so anyway guys, let's see. What's going on here? It's doing something here because it's turning kind of black. So apparently it does work on copper. But salt water will work on copper as well. I could hook up voltage to this and make it work a lot faster. I can probably hook up voltage and make it work on this. But you're not supposed to have to. Put on there long enough to where it should have done something. There's nothing on the aluminum. Nothing on there. And it did start to do something on the copper. So it's more or less going to be a copper thing. Or it may work on other types, but for the most part, that's where we're at. Turn you off for a minute. Alright, so anyway, I just did what I had to do there. Let me push this along a little bit. Let me get these brushes out of here. Hot water doesn't usually work on taking oil base off. So. I can actually leave this, but the more I leave it, the more it's going to sit there, and the more it sits there, the more it's going to be hanging around, getting in my way, and it's always going to be pushed aside, saying, for now, here, it's okay here for now. I mean, I really started to clean up around here, and I got sidetracked again. This time, though, I have no idea how or what sidetracked me. And I just remembered something. I can't find 2 pair of needle nose. So when I'm done with this, I am jumping to the needle nose hunt. Yeah, may need to go a little hotter. See, the boiling is what helps break it away. The hot water loosens it up, but the boiling, it takes the place of the brushing. And it doesn't have to boil hard, just have it in there. The only reason why I'm saving this is I'm looking for a scrap hinge that I want to use something outside on, and I don't want to use a new one. This is the perfect thing. I can't have it like that. Now if I'm going to put it back in the microwave, I can put it in there as long as it's submerged. There.